let's get started. So, coming into child's pose, bring your big toes together, knees a little bit further apart, then sink your bum and hips all the way back. Reach your arms all the way out in front and let the elbows relax down as you let the forehead relax down. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long sigh out through the mouth. And we'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. And then last one, deep full breath in. And slowly out. Now just continue that slow, steady breath, but keep it moving in and out through the nose. So every time you breathe in, feel that space that you're creating as the lungs expand. And then every time you breathe out, feel that softening as your lungs deflate. With each inhale, creating more space in your body. And with every exhale, softening into that space. And one more deep breath in. And slow breath out. And then start to lift the elbows and the head up off of the mat. On your inhale, come all the way forward onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees under the hips or a little bit wider. Tuck or untuck the toes, doesn't matter. And then we go through some cat-cow movements. So on the inhale, lift your butt, lift your chest, look forward. And then on the exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, and draw the belly button up nice and high. So easy does it. On the inhale, bum lifts, chest lifts. Gaze is slightly forward, and then on the exhale, rounding as you tuck your bum under, chin to chest, and really press the hands into the mat. 3 more like this. So inhale, feeling that release in your lower back, shoulders away from ears, and then exhale, rounding, feeling the space through the upper back and shoulders. A deep, slow breath in, being mindful of how you're feeling. Just warming up the spine. Slow breath out. One last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So from here, staying on our hands and knees, just walk the hands a little bit further forward. See if you can keep the hips over the knees, and then just sort of start to sink the chest and chin towards the mat in front of you. So you want to keep the toes pushing back. This will help to keep the legs active and keep your bum up nice and high in the air. So this will just help to gently open through the front of the chest and the shoulders. Make sure the breath is moving steadily and slowly. Fingers reach forward, toes reach back, so everything's nice and even. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Good. On the inhale, we'll come all the way forward onto our bellies into the Sphinx pose. So elbows are under the shoulders or a little bit further in front. Fingers are spread nice and wide. And then press the elbows down and draw them gently back towards your hips. Point the toes backwards and then press your chest a little bit further forward. So we feel that nice opening and release through the chest and through the front and the sides of the stomach muscles. See if you can draw the shoulders back and lift the belly up. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. One more like that. Inhale and exhale. And so from here, we're coming to downward facing dog. Lift the bum and hips, bring the hands back a little closer, tuck your toes, and then keep the heels a little bit lifted to start with, and keep the knees a little bit soft to start with. Any bits of movement that feel nice for you, just to release through the hamstrings or through the hips. Take this time to make any little movements. Just gently easing yourself in, respecting how your body's feeling. The legs never need to be straight. The heels never need to be touching. More important that the spine is nice and neutral, so keep your bum lifting up nice and high. Keep the fingertips spread and pressing to protect your wrists, and keep the breath flowing nice and freely. And so when you feel nice and lengthened, when you breathe in, reach the right leg all the way up. See if you can keep the right hip down just a little bit. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, take a nice big step forward towards the top of your mat. Have your feet hip distance apart so it's easier to balance. And then on your inhale, as you reach your arms up, sink the hips nice and low and lean just a little bit back into the pose. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Good. On the inhale, step towards the top of the mat, toes together. And on the exhale, sink down into chair pose. So press your bum and hips a little bit further back and then lift your chest up. See if you can smooth out the spine by tucking the bum under just a tiny bit and drop the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in all the way to standing and exhale, hands into the center of the chest. Good. So for tree pose, balance on your left leg, bring your right leg somewhere that feels comfortable, avoiding the knee. Press foot and leg together and then lift the chest. Feel the right knee reaching towards the back and both hips evenly pressing forward. Your hands can stay in the center of the chest. Hands can reach all the way up towards the ceiling or sky. Just keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep the face and neck nice and relaxed. Find something to focus on that's eye level. Just a steady, soft gaze. Belly is in. And then see if you can become a little bit taller as you lengthen. Make sure that you're breathing. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. Good. On the inhale, bring the hands into the center of the chest. Bring the right knee into the center of the chest. And then on the exhale, we step all the way back to our high lunge. All the way back. Just wiggle the left toes over a little bit. Inhale, reach the hands high. And exhale, hands come down. Good. On your inhale, step to plank. And then on your exhale, lift the bum, lift the hips all the way up to downward facing dog. So we'll do the other side. On the inhale is when you lift up the left leg. Don't worry about height. Keep both of the hips nice and even and really push back with your left foot. Deep breath in. And then exhale, nice big step forward towards the top. Spread the feet so they're hip distance apart. On the inhale, reach the arms up nice and high as you sink the hips low. Chest is forward and then lean a little bit further back into the pose. Take a deep breath in and slow breath out. And on your inhale, step towards the front of the mat. And exhale, chair pose. So squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, bum under just a tiny bit, chest lifts. Don't worry about how low you're going, just go to where you feel it in the quads. Then even weight in the feet, toes just a little bit light. Reach the chest high, inhale, stand up, and exhale, hands into the center for tree on the other side. So balancing on the right foot this time, bring the left leg somewhere that feels nice for you and then press the two together. This will be helpful for balance. Same with gazing at something at eye level. Shoulders are down and back. Your hands can either be in the center of the chest or they can reach up nice and high, whichever feels best for you. Make sure that you're breathing. See where you can lengthen. See where you can find space. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And on the inhale, return the hands to your chest. Bring the left knee up nice and high. And then on your exhale, we slowly step back. So the slower the better. That way you're really mindful and controlled in your movement. So it's not about rushing, just easy. And then inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, hands come down. On your inhale, you'll step to plank. And then on your exhale, all the way back to downward facing dog. So coming to a forward fold from here, lift the heels up nice and high, but press your chest a little further back. And then on the exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Have the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. It gives you a little bit of space. Give the hips a little sway from side to side as you start to let yourself fold over your legs. Knees are bent, even weight in the feet, and then let the head hang nice and heavy. Give the neck a little sway from side to side. And if you're after more of a deeper stretch here, rather than straightening the legs, lift the bum. So you can keep the knees bent, and this will keep the stretch in like the meaty part of the calves and the meaty part of the hamstrings without putting any pressure behind the kneecaps. From here, interlace your fingers behind your back. Deep breath in as you lift the chest. And then exhale, forward fold, letting the hands fall away from your lower back to wherever they go. Your gaze is towards the back of your mat. That way there's no tension or strain in the neck, no forcing through the shoulders to open, just letting that gentle pull of gravity draw on your fingertips, letting them open naturally. Deep breath in and slow breath out. And all the way up to standing, so release the hands, bring them by the sides of the feet. Inhale all the way up to standing. On the exhale, turn the feet out, heels in, and then sink all the way down into a little Indo squat. So you want even weight in the soles of your feet with the inner arches lifting. Tuck the bum under and then lean your body back. Use your elbows to encourage the knees open, fingertips directly up towards the sky or ceiling. Shoulders are down. See if you can relax through your hips and glutes, but then see if you can lift through the chest and lengthen the spine. So everything stays nice and balanced and even. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, sit all the way down into our butterfly. So soles of the feet together. Give the knees just a little bit of a pulse to release. You can drop one ear to one shoulder to release through your neck, shoulders and upper back. You can bring the chin to the chest, releasing through the back of the neck. You can look towards one side. You can look towards the other side. Just slow your little pulsings down and we'll come into a forward fold. So slide your bum and hips back just a little bit and then straight out the right leg. Draw in the left leg for a tree. Flex the right toes, bring hands either side of your right leg. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to slowly start to fold over your right leg. Now you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you like, lengthening through the spine and the sides of the waist rather than just collapsing into the fold. So keep everything nice and active, but in a really gentle sort of way. The inhale will bring you back up and we're going to take a twist here. So reach left hand towards right toes, right hand reaches all the way around behind you. See if you can stack the shoulders over the hips. Take a deep breath in and exhale to twist. On your inhale, come back to center, straight out the left leg, bend the right. Maybe I'm going a little bit quick now because I don't know how much it's going to rain. Hands either side. Flex the left toes, take a deep breath in, and exhale to forward fold. That one's getting a bit wet, so we'll tuck it under there. So think about creating more length. So push your toes towards the front, press your bum towards the back, reach the chest forward, draw the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, and a slow breath out. On your inhale, come all the way up for the twist. Right hand, left toes or left shin. Reach the left hand all the way around behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in. And deep breath out to twist. Good. On your inhale, come back to center. Both of the soles of the feet together. We're going to recline, so make sure there's enough room behind you. And then slowly let yourself come all the way down. The rain's all right for me though because it's not cold, but if you're cold, I would stop in the rain. Bring your hands overhead, holding onto opposite elbows. Let the knees fall out towards the sides as you relax and release through your hips. You can either have the heels in nice and close towards you, you can have them a little bit further away. And the same with this pose. If it feels good, then feel free just to stay as you are and focus on your breath. Deep breath in and slow breath out. Slowly draw the knees back towards each other. Bring them in towards your bum, about hip distance apart. Hands come down by the sides, and we're going to do a moving bridge pose here. So on the inhale, lift the hips, reach the arms all the way overhead. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale nice and slowly, lower everything back down. Good. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. So when the hips reach their highest, that's when the back of your wrists touch the ground. So we're seeing if we can smooth and even everything out, being really mindful and conscious of our movements rather than just aimlessly waving the arms and lifting the hips. And exhale all the way down. And so you're going to need a wall for this one, and then we'll do legs up the wall. So bring your bum nice and close towards a wall or a tree or a post. And I'm going to have the legs come all the way up, resting completely on the wall, and your arms either down by your sides, on your belly, or relaxed overhead. Make sure the lower back is protected. Allow your eyes to close. Press pause on the video if you feel like you would like to stay here for a few extra minutes. Allow your breath to move evenly and effortlessly. And when you're ready to come down, no rush, we'll come into Shavasana. If you're comfortable here, if your legs are at a wall, not like mine, just up in the air, you can stay here for your Shavasana. If you would prefer a more traditional Shavasana, legs come out wide, hands come down by the sides. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out just like we started. Twice more like that. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Last one. And out. Shavasana. To come out of your Shavasana, just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Reach both arms all the way overhead. Point your toes towards the front. Another deep breath in. And slow breath out as you draw the knees in. Roll over onto whichever side feels best for you. With your eyes remaining closed, then just gently press yourself all the way up. Come into any comfortable seated position. Bring the hands into the center of your chest. Sit up nice and tall as you bow your head towards your heart, honoring and respecting the teacher that is inside of you. The teacher that is in every experience. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it slowly out. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste. Lucky it's hot in Bali and the rain's refreshing. Thanks guys, have a lovely day. See you next time.